doing
Get
that?
out of the cities.
What are you doing that for?
I'm trying to be more natural. I had such a cool experience. I went down to the beach to speak to the spirit world, and then on the beach there was this water snake.
No,
It's too
weirdo.
hot. It's 40 degrees. The veil is shed.
Weirdo.
And the snake, this amazing snake, was so cool. It was a big black water snake with a head like a python, and then a flat rudder tail with like luma yellow all over it. So then I was just picking up the snake to take it back into the water, and then all these locals ran out and they were like, "Ah, it's gonna make you go." And I was like, "Leave my snake." It's funny how people immediately just want to like hurl nature back, and I was like, "Wait, this is like a moment to speak."
So a second here. You're walking on the beach, you see this big black snake that's washed up in the water, and you go and you have this moment with it, you're connecting with it, it's very exhausted, and it's like a special omen for you for that you were saying as well.
Yeah, the ocean snake, when the spirit of the snake of the water comes out to greet you, you pay attention, especially if you're trained as a Sangoma in South Africa. It's a great honor, so I was very pleased. And when I touched the snake, it gave me so much like energy. I'd been suffering with a bit of nausea and stuff, but somehow just touching this like apparently deadly poisonous snake, I mean, even now if anything bothers me, this like snake just enters my energy field. It was beautiful, and it was a sweetie pie, as cute as a bird and as powerful as a snake.
So while you're bonding with this snake, the people are freaking out because usually most of the people are taught that 50% of the snakes, actual fact, here are poisonous. So there is this great fear of snakes here, and so, but Jess is beyond that kind of understanding,
like,
and
yeah, and the snake was so cool anyway, you know, and why people rush to get rid of nature, I don't understand. I was like, I need to have a word with the snake before we put it back in the ocean. So I was there like growling over my snake, leave my snake.
So they were trying to take the snake from you
They were trying to get hard
a
sticks
stick.
to throw it back.
Were
and
you
I was
hissing at them?
no, my snake. So, and then it did eventually, we got it back into the water. The first time the tide brought it back in again, and then the second time it...
And she was too exhausted, you said, to bite you.
She wasn't in the mood for biting anyway. Besides, she was just, I think, coming up to have a little word with me and to give me the gift of certain things.
Well, do you know what the message
It was a very, I mean, the...
Is it private, or?
Nature's message is not something you have to eat. It's a spiritual vibration. So when you meet a certain omen, like Jess and I last night, we went out, and then on the road, first there's this like fountain of piss coming out of the road.
Sewage water of some kind.
And then there's this huge like black scorpion, and I was like, whoa, let's pay attention, Jess, this is an omen. Like, and then she was like, what kind of omen? I was like, no, this is a warning, let's pay attention. I was like, okay, my attention span has now increased about 45%, so I'm scanning around. And lo and behold, we went looking out for a restaurant, and we landed up walking down these streets full of whores and drunks, and it was just like really low vibration. So I think the scorpion was just preparing us spiritually, because when we got back, I was like, that scorpion was just about describing what we just experienced. Eventually we found a quaint restaurant in a quiet area, but you know, it was just preparing us that we were going to enter a more sort of dangerous vibration, and we're back now and we're fine.
Not dangerous, but just more really seedy.
With something with a sting on the
Yeah,
end.
just you know, there's a lot of debaucherous things happening in this country, in the cities.
It's pretty intense, and if you're sensitive, it's like people wallowing in filth, and they're so drunk they don't realize it.
Selling thoughtlessness with such casualty.
So for me, the scorpion was just sort of preparing us to just be a little bit more alert than normal. Like if you see a white dove flow by, then it's kind of open heart time. When you see the black scorpion cross your path, you're just like, okay, I'll just take notes.
And the black snake with the yellow tail, it was indeed a poisonous snake too.
That was a poisonous snake, but for me it was a poisonous to overcome poison. For me it was helping me overcome density. And it just made me really happy for some reason. And when I was holding it, it just seemed to leave a residue of something quite magical from the deep ocean, which you can't really explain, but to me it obviously meant.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so glad you shared this. I wanted you to share this in a video.
It made me happy for days. Anytime I feel nauseous, I just feel like the black snake swim past me, and I'm like, I can digest this, Thailand.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessie.
Are you filming?
Yep. Leave it for a bit. Let's watch them. They probably won't come because they know you're there.
let the Romans, it's kind of hot, so but like we come back in 5 minutes.
Think so?
That is going to be a rat party.
Just sit here and watch. Just step a little further away because they can sense us.
Underbreath.
They definitely grabbed the rice.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so I've got more. But I didn't get it on film.
That's alright.
But I'm watching that hole because they stick their heads out.
If we go away, I want them to cluster. Maybe if we sit there, I can zoom in on them.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay. Like, I mean, the thing is I shine my light on, right? Because I want to get the shot because you can't see it in the dark.
Maybe if we leave the lights on the right.
Who wants to come to Thailand?
There's a cockroach. We're out filming the rats and the cockroaches of Chiang Mai, Thailand's second largest city. Wow, that's a big cockroach.
What are your thoughts on life? How do you see the world?
Do you have a day job? Or do you just party all day long?
So this one right here.
Oh.
Look at my feet. Hello. How's it going?
See, it's got kind of cool whiskers. And down here, like,
Beautiful kind of shiny color too.
I might just have to describe it to you rather because the rats are a bit camera shy at the moment. And I can't operate my camera. Wrong way. There are these giant, mighty rat kingdoms under us.
Okay, let's walk back. Let's see if our rice offering to the rat gods has
What's their interest?
That's right.
Otherwise, they're just going to have to enjoy it. You'll just have to take our word for those giant. You saw them with the new giants.
Doesn't this make you want to come to Thailand now? What do you think of Chiang Mai?
Well, my highlight of Chiang Mai is actually the extraordinary amount of big fluffy rats that come up the drains because they beat the whorehouses and the bars and the pollution and the shithole general. Of it. It's like very polluted, and there's like we went to rent a room and they have this sign on the door. First you can rent it hourly, and then secondly if you bring a ladyboy in, watch out for your possessions. And then you open the door, and I do house cleansing, so I've got spiritual eyes that see the shit that went on in there, and I'm like, whoa, okay, let's.
We're definitely not staying in a place that allows you to rent the place for 2 hours, and I'm like, why would anybody want to rent a room for 2 hours? And Jessica's like, think about it. And I'm like, oh, ew. Yeah, it's quite disgusting, actually. We really are not into this
The city thing,
city
like
circus.
humanity, I don't know, when you go all city fat on yourself, the standard of living just like, it's like an airplane dive bombing into hell. I mean, you guys should just live in little villages with nice trees and clean rivers. I don't know why you bother building Babylons. Anyway, so the highlight for me of Chiang Mai is the rats. They're the friendliest things.
They're quite happy and content.
We went and gave them food. We really did try and film them, but like to be honest, if you're going to make a movie about rats, you got to be really patient, and we didn't have the time to wait there for hours.
There's only so long you can sit on the side of the road waiting for the rats to come out while loud, obnoxious vehicles go by with a huge amount of diesel deposit too.
Are we down here?
Yeah, this is Chada House. This is the cleanest place we've been to in Thailand.
Thank goodness the floors are shiny.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're traveling the third world, you're gonna know all about it. We've got some serious tips of like you gotta bathe your feet in tea tree oil and lavender and
Later. But anyway, yeah, because that's a big topic. That's why I stopped her in that way. But this place, we asked them, do you guys rent it out for a couple hours at a time? And they looked at us in disgust. So we knew this was a perfect place. This is what we wanted. So clean. And I mean, Julie's was really nice too. It's fun and trendy for the backpacker, but it's really loud.
Can you see anything in there? It's so dark.
It's really loud and smoky, kind of. When the motorcycle bikes come by with their lights. It's really, yeah, so it's loud and smelly. Everybody, smokes in there. We are pretty sure that there's cockroaches like infesting inside the wall and rats running back and forth. And then, There's all these kitchens and foods
That's
and
half the
stuff.
fun and
It's like,
games. And
who's hungry? Let's sit down at a restaurant and cockroaches are running around everywhere. It makes you kind of want to strip the bark off of a tree or something, or eat the leaves off of this tree.
we just ate we just couldn't eat at a restaurant. Everything we ordered was like hopelessly disgusting.
Either microwaved,
around for the rats.
microwaved or margarine or processed up the wazoo.
And they don't know anything about pudding or dessert in this country. It's just all spice. So if you're looking for something sweet tooth, if you're Caucasian, and might have it.
Jess, people have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, so what do you mean by pudding is all spice?
I'll give up. I'm saying if you have a sweet tooth, go home.
Go to...
Go to England or South Africa where they know how to bake cookies.
So where are we?
We're in some...
Oh, further down.
No, we're right. These are lucky bugs. They bring prosperity. And they're at the entrance of a restaurant. A very nice restaurant, actually. It's funky stuff. Oh my god, there's a little cat. Oh, a little cutie pie. A little fluff ball. Aww.
It's gonna be a long-haired one.
She's adorable. Sweet man.
Distracted.
Just playing with cats.
So Thailand. This is what I really like. Some things that really inspire me are little pieces of green plants growing through the cement. Just the adversity that they have to overcome, and how it's an example to me of how delicate and gentleness can overcome something so heavy and hard and repressive as concrete. The perseverance and the desire to continue on is very inspiring to me. And you know, when I see stuff like this, I can't complain about my problems because I think I have it tough. It's not like this. And it always reminds me to continue on. And then, look at this. There is green dumped over top. So here we have even more cement dumped over. And yet it's still growing despite it all. It's growing right through it. So if they dumped more cement there, it would do the same. Just continue to grow through it. So whenever you're feeling lost or depressed in the city, just look for these little pieces of green that are sprouting out everywhere, rebelliously, refusing to. Yes.
I think the plants are the biggest anarchists around.
For sure. Always when you see like the trees that they plant surrounded by all this concrete and the roots are just tearing it up.
Get a long shot of this beautiful wall.
I did already. I started with it
Isn't
there.
that beautiful, guys?
Yeah.
Well done. If that's your art, you get that 1 star.
It'd be great if we had murals.
For humanity, be more kind, be more sharing, be more receptive, be more observant. Don't be so cruel to each other. This is a quantum group leap into a more divine existence.